On the news tonight, Senate confirms Justice Ibrahim Mohammed Tanko as Chief Justice of Nigeria. Presidential Election Petition Tribunal summons INEC chairman to tender document related to the 2019 presidential elections. Mixed reactions continue to trail the call for sack of Super Eagles technical advisor. Good evening and thanks for joining us on the Channel 12 News. I am Abisola Pedro Adeyemi. Now the news. The Senate has confirmed the appointment of Justice Ibrahim Mohammed Tanko as Chief Justice of Nigeria. The presidential request for the confirmation was read on the Senate floor on the 11th of July 2019. National Assembly correspondent Ignatius Ukwo tells us the mood during the screening.
Him for keeping faith with his promise of partnership with the private sector towards growing the economy and improving the well-being of Nigerians.
We recognize the landmark interventions that your administration had implemented in the past 4 years, which laid a solid foundation and building block upon which
Still on the National Assembly, House of Representatives at Wednesday's plenary urged the federal and state governments and the university authorities to establish anti-cult vanguard in tertiary institutions to contain the menace of cultism in the society. This followed a motion of urgent public importance by Representative Henry Wauba from Imo State, deliberating on ways to end cases of cultism springing up in primary and secondary schools. The House recommended inclusion of anti-cultism in school curriculum, as well as strengthen the National Orientation Agency to live up to its responsibility of reorientation of students at all levels. The House also urged security agencies to work closely with local vigilante groups and share information that will help to arrest and prosecute defaulters. The Presidential Election Petition Court has summoned the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, to use some documents regarding the conduct of the 2019 presidential election. Judiciary correspondent Dele Atumbi has the rest of the story. The Nigerian Union of Journalists, Ogun State Council, is to hold a congress where issues affecting the council will be discussed. In a statement by the caretaker committee secretary of the council, Comrade Shegun Lawale, disclosed that the meeting is scheduled to hold this Thursday at the council secretariat Iweri House, Nta Abeokuta, by 3 in the afternoon. The statement therefore enjoins all practicing journalists in the state to attend promptly. Now business news. Federal government of Nigeria generates 39 billion naira from passport issuance orders in. For details and more on business news, let's join Pasiro Accuracy.
Of passport and other services in the 2018 fiscal period. The figure was contained in a report on the activities of the agency, which was released by the National Bureau of Statistics. NBS said the amount generated by the Nigerian Immigration Service represented an increase of 9.84% over the 35.72 billion naira local revenue generated in 2017. In terms of passport application, the report stated that a total of 1,011,158 passport applications were received, as against 720,958 in 2017. The report stated a total of 185,657 passports were issued at the foreign missions in 2018, as against 151,169 issued in 2017, while the number of visas issued at the foreign mission was put at 120,679. In terms of international travelers, the Nigerian Bureau of Statistics report stated about 4,529,153 international trips were recorded across all Nigerian borders. And that's it on NTA Business News. I am Basiro Akinwete.
We are sorry for the loss of audio in some parts of the bulletin. Now, entertainment news. American singer Beyonce speaks on why she included Nigerians and other African musicians in a Lion King album. For details and more on entertainment news, let's join Basiro Akiriti.
In entertainment news, American singer Beyonce featured a number of African artists on her Lion King The Gift album. Queen Bee featured artists from Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, and more. Some of the African artists who worked with Beyonce on her album include Burna Boy, Tiwa Savage, Tekno, Yemi Alade, Wizkid, and Mr. Eazi. Beyonce explained that she was influenced by everything from R&B, Afrobeat, pop, and other genres of music. She said, and I quote, "This is a new experience of storytelling. I wanted to do more than find a collection of songs that were inspired by the film. It is a mixture of genres and collaborations that isn't one sound. It is influenced by everything from R&B, pop, hip-hop, and Afrobeat." End of quote. The mother of three added that she wanted to put everyone in their own journey to link the storyline. She further explained that it was important for the music to be performed by the most talented and most interested African artists. Despite Beyonce picking various artists from different parts of Africa to work with, Kenyan singer Victoria Kimani is not impressed with Queen Bee's choice. According to Kimani, even though she is happy for her fellow African artists, she is not pleased that Kenyan singer was excluded from the project. Still in entertainment news, much-loved drama series Game of Thrones, which was about much more than powerful families tussling to sit on the Iron Throne, might have come to an end, but the struggle continues. The series has nominated this year's Emmys Award with a record-breaking total of 32 nominations. This means the HOB series has had a total of 160 Emmy nominations, with 47 wins since the show's inception in 2011. Meanwhile, another tragedy has struck South Africa's music industry as news of the death of veteran musician Johnny Clegg, also referred to as White Zulu, surfaced online. Roddy Quinn, Clegg's manager of 30 years, said the veteran musician died with his family at home. He also confirmed that the cause of the death was linked to the singer-songwriter's pancreatic cancer, which first occurred in 2015. In 2017, the legendary musician compared the disease to living in a sentence, which made him appreciate everything in his life more, including precious moments with his family and friends. Messages of condolence have been pouring in on social media, which included tribute to the musician who dedicated 40 years of his life to music. South Africa's musicians decided to come together to celebrate the incredible moments and timeless contributions that music legend John Clegg has given the world. And that's all on NTA Entertainment News. I'm Basiro Akinwete.
Mixed reactions have continued to trail the directive issued by Arewa Northern Elders Forum that Fulanis should return to the north to continue their trade in the interest of their safety. While a cross-section of respondents believes it is a right step in the right direction, others consider such directive as unnecessary.
The north too that we think probably is so deserted, we can still do a lot of planting, plant a lot of grasses, plant a lot of, for all these cows to be able to eat. And if the southerners wanted to buy cow, bring them here in multiples, in millions, they will buy from you. But in a situation where we are going to be having, incessant clashes, I mean, every day, in, day out clashes between the herders and the farmers, I don't think it's something that is very good.
Nigeria being a country for all, irrespective of the race, irrespective of the ethnicity, the need for us to live harmoniously as one should be the paramount thing. But for those inhabitants, what is expected for them to actually live by the dictates and the rules, the norms guiding each locality. Dialogue will also be the one of the ways forward to approach all of this. Taking them back does not solve anything because even a Yoruba man to a Yoruba man can also clash. A Yoruba man to an Hausa man can also clash. So if you're saying that they should go back to wherever they're coming from, it won't solve anything. But it's just about preaching peace and seeing to the fact that everybody must live harmoniously, irrespective of the tribe.
The only way we can avoid this untimely death and attack is for them to go back to their base. I will also appreciate the call by their leaders. And having said that, there's nothing wrong in us living together as Nigerians. But the moment we continue to attack each other for a reason that is not reasonable, I think that sounds very odd. Now that they have been called by their leaders and elders, I think that will solve this problem.
And now sports. The Super Eagles of Nigeria and Tunisia are set to do battle as they face off in the third place playoff at the African Cup of Nations. Daniel Adiriye brings us the review of the match. We are sorry for the loss of audio in that report. In the meantime, opinions are diverse on the call for the removal of Super Eagles technical advisor Gennaro Traore following the inability of the team to go beyond the semi-final of the 2019 AFCON tournament in Egypt. Some soccer enthusiasts spoke to Mohamed Adebowale in Abeokuta.
The Nigerian scenario to me is so sad. When a team is not doing what you expected, the next thing is for the coach to be sacked or the technical crew. Let's look at it from the other angle. What was the build up towards that competition? Do we have replacement? That is the best set of players that Nigeria can produce right now.
He has had his modest achievements. He has contributed his quota. But for me, I think it's time we say, Mr. Genetro, thanks for the memories. We wish you the very best in your future endeavors. The local coaches have had their fair shares of being in charge, and we've seen what they've achieved so far. The NFF gave him a target going to the Nations Cup, which is get this team to the semi-finals of the AFCON. And by so doing, I think it is enough for him to retain his position as the coach of the national team. At the same time, we can as well say that we could look inwards based on the fact that what is new in the pattern of play, what has what has he really added to the national team? If the NFF feels they have another answer, to those questions, definitely it is not out of place if they get him out of the team.
Now to tomorrow's weather forecast. And that brings our package for tonight to an end. Join us tomorrow for a fresh comprehensive package. I'm Abisola Pedro Adeyemi. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
son, being good at something requires strength. It requires pushing yourself. It requires putting in more. That's why the new improved Bornvita is packed with vitality and a great taste.
Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà bu ọwọ́ lu yíyan adájọ́ Ibrahim Mohammed Tanko gẹ́gẹ́ bí adájọ́ àgbà orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ilé-ẹjọ́ tó ń gbọ́ awuyewuye àbájáde èsì ìdìbò aláṣẹ ránṣẹ́ pé ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ INEC. Ẹ kú ìkàlẹ̀, Olúwakẹ́mi Ọ̀rúnṣolú Síkírù ní orúkọ tèmi, ìròyìn náà rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àgbà orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti buwọ́ lu yíyan onídàájọ́ Ibrahim Mohammed Tanko gẹ́gẹ́ bí adájọ́ àgbà pátá fún orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ ti ka ìwé ìbéèrè aláṣẹ láti yan láti ọjọ́ 11 oṣù kejì pé wọ́n á bu ọwọ́ lù ú lónìí. Ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojú-ṣòfin orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti ké sí ìjọba àpapọ̀ àti ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn alákòóso ilé ẹ̀kọ́ gíga gbogbo lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ètò kan tí yóò máa gbógun ti ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn ní àwọn orílẹ̀-èdè yìí láti mú àwùjọ rọrùn fún ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan. Èyí wáyé nínú àbá tí aṣòfin Uwawuba láti ìpínlẹ̀ Imo mú wá. Wọ́n mú àbá wá pé kí ẹ̀kọ́ ìgbógun ti ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní àwọn ilé ẹ̀kọ́ alákọ̀ọ́bẹ̀rẹ̀ àti girama. Bákan náà ni wọ́n ké sí iléeṣẹ́ ìlanilọ́yẹ̀ láti jí gìrì sí ojúṣe rẹ̀. Bákan náà ni wọ́n ké sí àwọn iléeṣẹ́ aláàbò gbogbo láti ṣiṣẹ́ pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn fìjìláńtẹ́ fún ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ ìfitólétí kí wọ́n lè rí bí rọ́wọ́ tó àwọn tó bá lùfin kí wọ́n sì lè fojú ba idà òfin. Ìgbìmọ̀ tó ń gbọ́ awuyewuye tó jẹyọ nínú ètò ìdìbò aláṣẹ ti ránṣẹ́ pé alága àjọ tó ń rí sí ìdìbò lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí ìyẹn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Mahmood Yakub láti tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò ìdìbò aláṣẹ tó wáyé ní ọjọ́ 23 oṣù kejì ọdún tí a wà yìí. Ìgbìmọ̀ ẹlẹ́ni márùn-ún náà tí onídàájọ́ Mohammed Garba léwájú fún ló ránṣẹ́ ìpè náà sí alága INEC. Ilé-ẹjọ́ náà tún pàṣẹ fún adarí àjọ INEC ìpínlẹ̀ Zamfara láti gbé gbogbo ìwé tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ètò ìdìbò ní ìlú ọ̀hún wá sí iwájú ìgbìmọ̀ náà. Oríṣiríṣi èrò ló ti ń jẹ jáde látàrí àbá kan tó jáde látọwọ́ ìgbìmọ̀ àgbà àríwá wípé kí àwọn Fúlàní darandaran padà sí apá àríwá orílẹ̀-èdè yìí fún ètò ọrọ̀ ajé wọn fún àlàáfíà orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Lára àwọn tí wọ́n bá akọ̀ròyìn wa sọ̀rọ̀ fara mọ́ àbá náà nígbà tí àwọn mìíràn kò fara mọ́. Ẹ̀gbọ́n tí wọ́n sọ síwájú sí.
Padà sọ kò sí nǹkan tó burú tẹ́ bá rí àwọn ìlú míì náà tó yẹ pé tàbá sọ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ẹran dídà yìí iṣẹ́ náà máa ń gbin koríko tó máa jẹ láwọn ibì kan wọ́n á dẹ̀ fi wọn síbì kan wọn kì í dẹran káàkiri. Àwa lọ sí àwọn ìlú òyìnbó rí, a lọ sí Netherlands, a lọ sí Amsterdam, ranching náà ń pè. Wọ́n máa kó àwọn ẹran yẹn sínú ọgbà báyìí ni wọ́n á fún wọn lóúnjẹ wọn ń bẹ̀, wọ́n á jẹ ń bẹ̀, wọ́n á tọ̀ ń bẹ̀, wọ́n á yàgbẹ́ síbẹ̀, wọ́n á ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan tó bá tún ní ẹ̀ náà ń pè ní manure. Wọ́n á tún kó àwọn ìgbẹ́ yẹn, wọ́n á tún kó lọ sáwọn oko tó yẹ pé wọ́n á tún lọ máa ṣe nǹkan ọ̀gbìn. Ó yẹ ká wá ìyanjú sí ìgboro ìṣòro tó ń fèsì tó ń kojú orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà yìí torí pé kí ni inú wa ò dùn bí ìpààyàn lé ní ìpààyàn lọ́la kì í ṣe nǹkan tó dùn mọ́yàn nínú ẹni tó bá kàn ló mọ̀.
tó bá yẹ pé ohun tó máa mú àlàáfíà wá nìyẹn kò sí nǹkan tó burú ńbẹ̀ torí pé ó ti ń lọ síbi tó yẹ pé kò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ ibi tó máa jálẹ̀ sí. Wọ́n pa wọ́n lónìí, wọ́n ṣá wọn lọ́la, wọ́n lù wọ́n pa lọ́tùnla. Ó ti ń di gbogbogbò à ń tọ́ bá dẹ̀ wo lọ wò bọ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí ohun tá ń gbọ́ àti ìròyìn tá ń kà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ pípa tí wọ́n sọ yìí náà àwọn darandaran náà ni wọ́n rí pé wọ́n wà nídìí ẹ̀ torí pé òwe Yorùbá sọ pé tí wọ́n bá lé ewúrẹ́ títí tó bá súnkàn ògiri ewúrẹ́ àfaraya. Ìfaraya ewúrẹ́ rẹ̀ ní opó oríṣiríṣi ṣùgbọ́n ìfaraya máa jẹ́.
àpérò ẹgbẹ́ àwọn akọ̀ròyìn nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn yóò máa wáyé ní ọjọ́bọ̀ ọjọ́ 18 oṣù kejì ọdún yìí nílé ẹgbẹ́ ìwé ìròyìn tó wà ní Òkè Ìléwó nílùú Abẹ́òkúta ní déédéé aago 3 ọ̀sán. Akọ̀wé ìgbìmọ̀ adelé ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ṣẹ́gun Láwọlé ló fi àtẹ̀jáde náà síta. Wọ́n rọ gbogbo ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ nípínlẹ̀ Ògùn láti wá fún àpérò náà wípé àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tó ṣe pàtàkì nípa ìlọsíwájú ẹgbẹ́ ni wọn yóò máa mú sọ. So ìròyìn wa fún ti àkókò yìí kò ní jù báyìí lọ. Ìpàdé wa fún ẹ̀kọ́ ròyìn nínú ìròyìn wa tó ń bọ̀. Ó dìgbà.
Mikudo Hujayi, ni Clemson television hall tó gbọ́dọ̀ tọ́mẹ̀ tó Abẹ́òkúta nínú nàmítọ́ ẹ̀ Lawrence Gandono. Òsèndóhọ̀ dàhó pété àyítẹ̀ tán kó hẹ́ yonu tó gbáǹgbáǹ náà dèyédè ìwẹ̀dátọ̀ Ibrahim Muhammed Tanko pódì òwẹ̀dátọ̀ dàhó pété àyítẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tán. Kàn bíọ́ àyítẹ̀ gán tán náà àlọ́dọ́ mẹ́lọ́ wẹ̀yẹ́ híyàtọ̀ àyígbà òsèndóhọ̀ dàhó pété lọ́tàn jí tó àsán wíìdò pótọ́ òsùn ṣín àwètọ́ òpè 2019 hìmẹ̀ mẹ́tẹ̀ tán. Nìrìn yìí tọ̀ mítàn hìtì tó sẹ́dọ̀ ọ̀dà ó pété mẹ́ ní àtiọ́s ńkò hẹ́nìrìn hẹ́nì òkómẹ̀ hézéhézé dógbọ̀n dé òhúlẹ̀ ìdó dàlẹ̀ tó àìsísí náà pẹ̀lú. Gbọ́dọ̀ ò bẹ́ẹ̀ví ò sẹ́dọ̀ ọlọ́tọ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀pọ̀ wẹ́wà sàn fẹ́kúfẹ́kú dó òkúlọ́jì gbọ́dọ̀ èyí mẹ́bí wáyé zé àlọ́ bòyí dẹ́mẹ̀ náà dìde àsán pírọ́tọ̀ àkóńkálọ́ kó dìpẹ́ tátọ̀ dà ó pété àyítẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tán. Òsèndóhọ̀ nùkúmọ̀ nólẹ̀ tán tó àìsísí àsán gàgbé égbé tán pẹ̀nà náà ìdàndópọ̀dù àìmátẹ̀họ́dù pó àhọ́dù ti tòbá sítọ́ yunifásitì wé ọ̀lẹ́ tán pó nàdóbà sí ìdótẹ̀ àìsísí àsán ìwà tó nùjídé tán tó òwe ọ̀dàhódàhó lẹ̀mẹ̀ dómọ̀tẹ̀ búndó àzọ̀ pété náà òkóhèdù sífùrùgbẹ́ hólẹ̀ tán tó tòmẹ̀ èhèwẹ̀ hodó nìlẹ̀ hejẹ̀ àdódó bó sọ lẹ́sùn dandan nàdó yà owó àsán tó tà náà náà dàgbègbè tọ́tò mẹ́nu lẹ́tàn dé hẹnù kúmọ̀nù henry nwa uba sàn ìmọ̀ yìí má tẹ̀mẹ̀ zọ̀nù kan náà tó wàlẹ̀ kan dópọ̀ dóta náà àlìwòmọ̀ mẹ́ hẹsìngàn yìí gbẹ̀gbọ̀n dó hẹ̀pọ̀ dópla òkó sífùrùgbẹ́ bíbẹ́ ètò títọ́jà àgétò wéhọ̀ pẹ̀fípẹ̀fí lẹ̀mẹ̀ kó girama wéhọ̀ lẹ́mẹ̀ kó hótàn dàlẹ̀ òhólọ́ zé nílẹ̀ dá yìí dọ̀nà yìí ní zé òhó èdò sífùrùgbẹ́ hólẹ̀ tán dó zẹ̀dá yìí òwe pípọ́n hótọ̀mẹ̀ lọ́sílọ́sú bó sọ̀hìn àgà yìí pladàn tó pọ̀ dùn sọ́pá hìtìn náà lè dídó hi àgbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ he iná tó sì kàn pé gàn bó bísìn chéché dó fífọ́ àlè dó hi àwé ọ̀mẹ́fí lẹ̀ nùtò òtẹ̀lẹ̀ pọ́mẹ̀ mọ́dò pọ́wẹ̀ òhọ́lọ́ sọ́nà ìyàlọ̀ tí wọ́n tó sọ́pálẹ̀ nàdómọ̀dọ̀ yìí wà sán vẹ́kúvẹ́kú tó pọ̀ ẹ ò gbẹ́ òtò ṣọ́tọ́ tó mẹ́nu lẹ́ẹ̀tàn ẹnẹ fìjìláńtẹ́lẹ̀ bòsọ́ márùn ní àdódó mọ́kànlẹ̀ iná gbọ́ àlọ́ dó wúlé bòsọ́ yóò sẹ́bà dó hò mẹ́dẹ́ pépé ìgbà òfẹ́ tó lè prala bódì gbọ́sọ́ àlùkùn bòsọ́ jẹ́ sẹ́mẹ̀. ògbẹ́ lílì kan tọ́lẹ̀ tán tó Nàìjíríà àhàrà àyímátẹ̀ ògùn tán bá sí òpórí àdódóde òhó àgbókùn hedu dàgbé ògbẹ́ lọ́tọ̀lẹ̀ náà dìdọ̀tẹ̀ tó kàn tán dẹ́mẹ̀ he òwe kàn tọ́ àìsísí nùkún pẹ́nugò tọ́ àìsísí lọ́tàn ẹnẹ Ṣẹ́gun Láwọlé zétàn jẹ̀gbọ̀nù dórí àdọ̀ òkúrí lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀nùkún dídọ́tìn dọ̀ iná wáyé mẹ́tò yánnu sàgbé ọ̀sẹ̀ ẹ̀mẹ̀ mítẹ̀ tán tó àìsísí ògbẹ́ lọ́tàn mẹ́ ètítò ìwé ìròyìn pé tòkè léwu Abẹ́òkúta bẹ́sàn gàntàn wèmẹ̀tàn kàntàn lọ kàwá náà yìí lèlè kàntàn lẹ̀ tó àyímátẹ̀mẹ̀ lọ́sọ̀lọ́sọ̀ ògbẹ́fí ògbẹ́lọ́tànlẹ̀ nàdọ́mọdọ̀ yìí wá ná òprí àtòdó lọ. dọ̀ndọ́gbọ́dù sọ́pá hẹ́tì ná sùnpẹ́ kólẹ̀ pọ́ òpẹ́dù dóhùnmẹ̀dẹ́fò lẹ́tàn pọ̀ dọ̀ndọ́gbọ́dù kò tí tó sẹ́pẹ́ rí tó ti fi è bòsọ́ òwe àwòpó nàdọ́mọdọ̀ mìíràn ètè àvàvà sùnpẹ́ hèwèkú gan àpẹ́ náírà fọ́tán dònú gbàtàn hèmẹ̀ yìí dàlọ́ ná àsánsílẹ̀ wèdépépénu he òkúdọ̀ dọ́ta ná ònú mẹ́wọ́mẹ́ ètò dùdù tán sán lẹ́dí ọ̀dàgbé hẹ̀ pẹ́rẹ́ àpẹ́rẹ́ hótàn gbá òyìn fífò Vivian Odige ochi owóẹ̀tìdó kígọ́ nìní lọ́tàn mi ò mẹ̀ṣẹ̀lẹ̀ fi èmi mọ̀tò nìní ẹgbẹ́ tàn jẹ̀dí dépò sásùn sọ̀tò kúrú náà gáwọn ònùkó tọ́ sí ikọ̀ mi kákàjẹsọ̀ n kò dẹ̀dọ̀ àlọ́ ṣọ́ndó máa wò tán iná títò mi mẹ́pọ́jí mi bó dọ́dàgbé èsùn pé dénú.
Nta Abeokuta, station for the young and the old. Abeokuta, station for the young and the old. Nta Abeokuta, solid as the rock.
Nta Abeokuta, solid as the rock.
My father is a palm wine tapper. Before him, his father was a palm wine tapper. Perhaps his own father was a palm wine tapper as well.
He was. His name was Aremu Elemu.
This is one of our neighbors where I live and go to school. My mother has sold Bolly and Ekpa since I was born. So did her mom. I have a brother who hasn't been the same since the day he saw his favorite artist play live. Uncle gets from Glow.
Data is oxygen. Enjoy the best data deal in town. Buy your SIM, dial *777#. Your number one 4G network nationwide.
ṣẹ́wà lètò ní ṣẹ́wà ẹ pàdé wa ní gbogbo ọjọ́bọ̀ lórí ìkànnì yìí NTA 12 Abẹ́òkúta StarTimes 103 ní agogo 5 sí 6 ìrọ̀lẹ́.
lábala ní ètò lórí abala ewu ẹ ó máa ní àǹfààní láti máa rí ọgbọ́n lọ́lọ́pọ̀ òjò.
abala epo ọjà tí a ó ti máa mọ bí ojú ọ̀nà ti rí ìyẹn bóyá ó léwó tàbí ó dínwó.
abala ìfẹ́ wa já sí tí ẹ̀yin olùwòran máa máa já sí gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ kan tí a bá ń nà síta.
láago àpòlùkù náà tún wà níbẹ̀ o níbi tí ó ti máa gbọ́ àwọn ìròyìn tí ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ nípa àwọn gbajúmọ̀ òṣèré.
kò tún tó síbẹ̀ o àǹfààní wà fún ẹ̀yin ènìyàn wa nílé láti pè wọlé láti dáhùn ìbéèrè wa kí ẹ sì jẹ ẹ̀bùn lóríṣiríṣi.
fún ẹ̀yin tí ẹ fẹ́ ṣe onígbọ̀wọ́ ètò yìí tàbí tí ẹ fẹ́ fi ẹ̀bùn ṣàwá lọ́rẹ ẹ pè ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ yìí 09060003615.
lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 09060003615. ṣẹ́wà èyí bá.
The ball at the back of the net. At this time, all Nigerians were looking forward to the extra time, or maybe something to keep us away. But no, Riyad Riyad had another thing to say.
Well, Tunisians actually did not too badly. They drew all their group stage matches and then went up against Ghana, and then later on, finally getting themselves to the semi-finals. And some of their goals not as fantastic as they would, the ones who we saw in the ranks of the Super Eagles. But then scoring goals, conceding goals are part of the game too.
Definitely. But then again, you want to avoid tackles like this. I mean, look at how that player just lounged his leg like a Spider-Man. I don't know what kind of animal is that. I mean, just wide his leg and
big body.
Exactly. You said so. All right. So bringing a penalty here at that time, jersey number 7. That's Miss Sakni, one of the better players of the tournament, no doubt. And of course, Kazri, brilliant goal. Green and free kick. Is one of the key players of the Tunisian national team. 29 years old. He's looking forward to being that particular player for them going forward. This was against Mali. It was 1-1. I pretty much deflected, but hey, it was a shot at goal. That's why it's goal. And Tunisia looked like a real deal in the early stages, but they just made sure that they draw. They didn't lose. They didn't win. They just picked up interesting draws all through. This one was against Ghana, and this was actually like this goal for this particular Tunisian side. What they run right by Stani, and then good strikers finish. Al Nesri right there. That's why you want your strikers, to finish at the end of the day. But the Tunisians here showing who is boss against the Malagasy. Not Madagascarian, like
Malagasy barrier.
Always called them. But you could see right there that Tunisia showing who's boss. They've been there at this level of the tournament for a long time. Former defending champions in their own right in 2004. And Madagascar, you had to feel that the gas finished here. The gas in them just absolutely finished. They've given a good run, huge run for themselves, and nothing to be ashamed of. But this year was one of the interesting goals. You can't be offside in your own half. It was 2-1, and Kaji did what every footballer should do. Never be selfish. Putting the ball at the back of the net. Thank you for coming. 3-0. And you can see right there, Sassy saying it's all over.
But then, I think that defender didn't do it now. He was guiding him home instead of coming out to challenge him. If he had done so, the other one running at the back would have gathered more momentum to go chase the other one that was free.
Absolutely. But then again, it's because we are watching it on TV. In all fairness, it's actually quite far enough, right? Because Razak was right there in the middle, and give or take, it was like 2 or 3 yards in between. If he does what you asked him to do, what that would mean is that Nesri has that quality to also, chip the ball back to Kajri that will end up, getting the goals. Of course, what we're watching is just regular training sessions of the Tunisians right there.
It's really going to be interesting tonight.
It will be.
All right, let's go for a quick break. We'll soon be back.
We are better because we stand on the shoulders of giants. NNPC already is a giant, one that leads by example. I'm proud to be standing on a platform which they made possible.
NNPC, we touch your lives in many positive ways.
Well, guys, now everyone has a peak. Peak full cream milk and the new Peak Filled low in cholesterol milk. Enjoy the creamy taste of Peak milk, enriched with 20 vitamins and minerals.
Thanks, my dear, for always taking care of the family.
Have you paid VAT? Yes, VAT, Value Added Tax. VAT is a tax paid on all goods and service to the government. 5% VAT is added to the total cost of goods and services in Nigeria, and when remitted to government, is used for funding development. If you have not, look out for the Federal Inland Revenue Engagement and Enlightenment Tax Team's feet as they visit your area soon. They will educate you and help you register to pay VAT. You can also visit the FIRS office nearest to you to register to pay VAT. The VAT you pay will be used by government to develop our transport infrastructure, like roads, to continually improve our educational sector by building more schools and upgrading existing ones, and to provide adequate security and a better quality of life for us all. Pay your VAT. Make contribution to the development of Nigeria. It pays to pay your tax. This message is from the Federal Inland Revenue Service.
Extraordinary could be right there in front of you, without you even knowing it. It's something unique, rich and rewarding, full of character, a bold expression of flavor like no other. Discover extraordinary flavor. Guinness, made of more.
My father is a palm wine tapper. Before him, his father was a palm wine tapper. Perhaps his own father was a palm wine tapper as well.
He was. His name was Aremu Elemu.
This is one of our neighbors where I live and go to school. My mother has sold Bolly and Ekpa since I was born. So did her mom. I have a brother who hasn't been the same since the day he saw his favorite artist play live. And me, I'm going to be a big filmmaker soon. I get enough practice with the data my uncle gets from Glow.
Data is oxygen. Enjoy the best data deal in town. Buy your SIM, dial *777#. Your number one 4G network nationwide.
Our country is filled with people with different skills, talents, and passion to succeed. And like the game football, we all have a position to play. Some save the day. They put themselves on the line for the others. They are the goalkeepers. Some are in charge of protection. They keep the line safe from attackers. They are the defenders. The midfielders are the ones who bring us together. They also show support and point other players in the right direction. And the strikers, they are the goal-getters. They break barriers and steal the show. As a team, we are unstoppable. For this country to succeed, we must play as Nigeria United.
It's going to be Tunisia versus Nigeria tonight at 8 p.m. at the Al Salam Stadium. That's the third place match. Of course, you do know the two teams have actually met a whole lot of times, 17 in total, and we're expecting the 18th meeting tonight. And in fact, the record has it that the Tunisians have a slight edge because they've won 5 times, lost 5, and then both sides have shared 7 draws. The meaning is that the Super Eagles have won 4 times, lost 6 against them, and then 7 draws. So that's the statistics for you tonight. The head-to-head, it speaks a lot. These two teams know each other very well. But in the AFCON, I think it's just like 4 times, and Nigeria have won all of them. So they are not in any way afraid of the Carthage Eagles tonight.
Absolutely.
In fact, when you beat a side, well in the history of a single competition, it gives you an edge also.
Of course, psychologically, mentally, player for player wise as well. So Super Eagles of Nigeria have played these Tunisians 5 times in AFCON, and the only time Tunisia were able to pick up a win against them was in 2004 in the semi-finals, and when they eventually went on to win the title, I think. But 4 wins for Super Eagles of Nigeria in recent times. It shows you, the stats here shows you 2 teams that knows each other, that knows how they play, that knows what to do, that knows generation in terms of players. But all this are stats, yeah? I think at the end of the day, what would matter most is what this particular first 45 or rather first 30 minutes of the game would be like for the 2 teams. Or for the first 15, because I'm looking at it from the angle that this, as young as the Super Eagles of Nigeria players are, as inexperienced at this level that they are, you also want to say that they also want to win a tournament. They want to win something. They want to go back home with something. Tunisia, for a fact, have not really flourished in African football in recent times. The last time they won this tournament was in 2004. And if you give birth to a child in 2004, we all know how old that child will be right now. And so, in a way, it's more for the Tunisians to want to win, to want to reinstate themselves into the thick of things of African football, to remind, because now Algeria is doing well. Egypt hasn't really done quite well in this tournament. Morocco are on the ascendancy. Tunisia is that particular Maghreb nation that has really not stepped up to the plate in recent times. Do they have the players? Maybe. Are the players good enough? Maybe. But do they have a coach in Alan Giresh? Yes, they do. And he agrees that it's psychological for these 2 teams to probably want to play. I think for Nigeria, the in-game management of Genero should play a huge role in this. We should understand that I think his employers are happy with the fact that he got in the semi-finals. But getting another medal, bringing it back home, will be actually very, very good. And meanwhile, the fans are actually going to be looking forward to a good time today.
Well, still talking about records, I think the Tunisians would like to, prove a point here. You know, they've played 3 third-place matches in AFCON. They've only been able to win 1 out of the 3. Nigeria, of course, like you said earlier, the only team that have played the most number, winning all of them.
Yes.
And so they are on a familiar terrain
Yes,
against the Tunisians. So everything on paper appears to be going in the way of the Super Eagles. But do you think they can do it tonight?
Yeah, they've won 7 bronze medals already. Anytime, top place, top place, top place. In fact, from 2006 when they played Senegal in Egypt. So this is the top place now. Since 2006, they're playing top place. The top place is just, this is what we are used to. Yes, so this bronze medal, if they get it again, it's going to be the 8th bronze medal. And do you know how many bronze make gold? How many? How many? You need 8 bronzes to make a gold. So if you have this 8, by the time you match them together, a gold will come out of it. It's called CHSO24.
Maybe CAF should take a critical look at that angle. I'm telling you.
CH8 what? CH8O24. When you mix water, HO24.
Okay.
That 4 is the most important thing.
Well, it's actually going to be a huge one in Egypt tonight. Look at the football, yeah, there. But then let's talk about this man, Odion Igalo. When he went to Shanghai Shenhua, a lot of people say that his career was all over. But this is a guy that might just win the highest goal scorer in this tournament.
Yeah, if he eventually scores another goal today, maybe get 1 or 2 more. I think is a striker that has really not gotten a lot of service. Yeah, but in all of those not getting a lot of service, he's been able to deliver 4 goals in this tournament so far. He is in the odd side of 30s, but take nothing away from him. He can deliver the goals. He has shown that he can score goals. Maybe sometimes a bit profligate. Sometimes it's a striker who's sometimes selfish, sometimes not putting chance to bed. But when he gets that chance, when he gets the right quality, some strikers are not the ones that will leak up play. We have to understand that. Some of them are not the ones that go back and start playing like Lionel Messi or Eden Hazard. Some of them are not those kind of forwards. Some of them are the ones that rely on the quality of service. So sometimes the best a player can get is as good with the best service that he gets in the midfield. And that's why you have to channel your energy to making sure that he gets the best of midfield support, the likes of Alex Iwobi. If you notice how they combined against Cameroon, they combined to score 2 goals, and that right there is what you want to see, as players for a level like this. I think it's going to be a very key department for Nigeria, the defense as well, apart from, Odion Igalo.
Okay.
You look at what he brings forward, and I think it's going to be a very good time today.
Let's also look at this guy, Wabi Kazri, captain of the Tunisian side. He's actually done well in the tournament so far.
Not bad.
And of course, plays in France. So European football is also known to him as well.
Yeah, definitely. He's quite got experience in his arsenal, and I don't mean no pun in there. He's quite a good player. Saint-Etienne these days, a beautiful place to play football in France. But then again, he has also played his trade for Bordeaux in France as well. He's got experience, international valuable experience right there under his belt. He's a captain, he's a leader on and off the pitch. You want players like Kazri in your team, and guess what? He's a threat from the set piece. He can hit them, and he can actually score goals.
Okay, we're expecting some messages for you at this time. Let's see where we go.
This is me. This is who I am. Oh, yes, I'm me. Yes, I'm me. I'm so unique, so unique. In everything I do, I'm always me. Always me. Is in my personality. Oh, yes, I have ability. Oh, you can see that I'm different from the rest. Like my inner me. Like no other. The way I do the styling and the way it is. Like no other. Guess it's me.
Indomie noodles, tasty nutrition, good for you.
Thank you so very much, NNPC. Like you say, you touch the lives of people in many positive ways, and that is a statement of facts. I hope you continue this program because it really has been very helpful to myself, to my family, to my loved ones. Even in time to come, I can never forget the good that NNPC has done in my life.
NNPC, we touch your lives in many positive ways.
Well, guys, now everyone has a peak. Peak full cream milk and the new Peak filled low in cholesterol milk. Enjoy the creamy taste of Peak milk, enriched with 20 vitamins and minerals.
Thanks, my dear, for always taking care of the family.
Extraordinary could be right there in front of you without you even knowing it. It's something unique, rich and rewarding, full of character, a bold expression of flavor like no other. Discover extraordinary flavor. Guinness, made of more.
Live feed from the Al Salam Stadium tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's actually going to be a great match. Tunisia versus Nigeria, third place match, 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. Haidana, I don't know for you, but do you think the Tunisians have a chance tonight against Nigeria?
Based on what the way they played against Senegal, they played so well, but they were unable to score penalty. You understand? So I think they have a chance because they planned for someone to lose penalty. That means they're targeting this top place. They didn't want to go to the final. Probably the final will be hard for them. That was how they lost penalty. They had several chances that they did not score. Why didn't they score? That means they want something different from this final. You understand? So they worked hard for this quarter final. You understand? So I think is it
the third place match?
They worked hard for
the losers match.
You can't call it loser. It's bronze. You know what bronze is?
Okay, the bronze game.
Yeah, bronze.
So are you now saying they saved all their energy for Nigeria?
Yes, now.
So we should expect a top.
They know they will lose in final. Yes, sir. So they came for bronze.
So are you saying, Haidana, that they will win tonight?
Sir, if they are gone for final, they will not get gold. They will not even get silver. So bronze is sure for them.
No, but remember, it's your nation that are playing tonight.
See, it's my nation, and I'm a very patriotic person. You understand? But if these guys are not passing, look at one of our midfielders. You understand? This guy, he did not pass in school. On field, he's not passing again. I don't understand. Okay. You have to pass in one of the places.
Right. You're speaking in riddles and parables now. Now, tell us, the first 45 minutes, what is your take?
For now, Nigeria will win for now based on my mood. They will win. They will 2-0. They will beat Tunisia 2-0. Tunisia will not vex. They will not vex. But for now, it's 2-0. First half.
Okay.
But I think the first half will be a draw. I think it's going to be a scoreless. I think most of the business will be done in the second half.
Of course, we've seen the Tunisians so far in this tournament. Scoring in the first half have been a problem for them.
Yes, they have been a problem, man. If at all they want to get a good job done in this particular game, they have to graduate quite well. They have to get the ball to Kazri. Kazri knows how to pick up Stackney and Nesri. There's a combination of that triumvirate, and once they click, once they get going, that's a big problem. The likes of Ekong, the likes of Leon Balogun, as we're seeing, should be getting ready for a very physical bout. Because, again, we have to say again that the Maghreb nations have been able to up their ante in terms of physicality. Gone are the days where you just think they're just going to be pushovers and all. They are physically built, they are ready for the African kill, and I think it's going to be a great game of football.
Okay, here they are, Tunisia and Nigeria meeting for the 18th time in history. It's really going to be great to watch them in this third place match tonight. Let's go to the Al Salam Stadium for live commentaries.
At the helm of the mighty Super Eagles. So he's got a little bit of work to do there, but in any case, that's absolutely fine. He'll probably just embrace that offer and go and, well, try and see what he can do. Of course, Nigeria playing in the World Cup last year. It's a nice little moment. Of course, Gennaro He basically is a Francophile, speaks perfect French. And there he is chatting away with Alan Giresse, of course. A little bit less stress on the shoulders now that they've both teams have been eliminated from the semi-finals, of course. And a nice little chuckle as well, which is nice to see. But Alan Giresse, of course, Bordeaux, spent pretty much all of his career there, didn't he? After a little stint again playing for Marseille. The Gunnar Roa also playing for Bordeaux. There you go. So there's the connection there. Both lovers of fine wine. The teams are about to come out onto the pitch. Conditions absolutely ideal. You saw the temperature today. It was a very, very hot day. It was the hottest day this summer so far. 44 degrees Celsius, which translates to 102 Fahrenheit for all of our viewers who are watching over in North America. Very hot indeed. Very difficult. The temperatures come down massively now. And we'll see about the water breaks, of course. Didn't see what the doctor has discussed with the referee, but we'll find out when we get into the game. If I get any more information on that, of course, I'll let you know. But let's follow the two teams out as they come out onto the pitch here. Third place playoff. And the penultimate match of this 32nd edition of the Africa Cup of Nations, bringing together Tunisia, one-time winners of this competition in 2004 with Nigeria, winning on 3 occasions in 1980, 1994, and more recently against Burkina Faso 2013. Of course, that competition taking place in South Africa. And both teams losing out in the semi-finals, of course. Heartbreaking defeats. Time for the two anthems before we take a look at the changes made by the two coaches.
Please stand for the national anthem of Tunisia.
مجد الزمن لقد سارقت بعروقنا الدماء نموت ويحيى الوطن الشعب يوما أراد الحياة ولا بد أن يستجيب القدر ولا بد للأيام ينجلي ولا بد للأيام
والآن مع النشيد الوطني لمنتخب نيجيريا. Now the national anthem of Nigeria.